pair, you can bring a 2 out. Okay, so there's a 2 outside the root. What's left over? What did you not use?
The 5.
The 5 stays in. So this is your answer. You wanna reduce your root to 20 square root 5.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay, now we're gonna go down to number 3 and do some reducing roots.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to do the same thing we did in the last problem here. We're just going to reduce the root. So start with the square root of 126. Okay. Does 2 go into 126?
2 go into 126.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me just 2 go into 26. Yeah.
126. Do you have a calculator handy?
Yeah, I have. That is 63.
Okay. Does 2 go into 63?
No.
It does not. Does 3 go into 63?
Yes.
I agree it does. What does that become?
21.
Does 3 go into 21?
Yep, it's 7.
Very good. All right. Now, there's a pair of 3s. Do you see that?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So the 3 is going to come out. What numbers are left over that are going to stay on the inside?
The numbers left over are
What's going to stay on the inside?
the inside is going to be what stays in the inside is 3 over 7.
What numbers did I circle?
2 and 2 3s.
2 and the 7. The 3s
Yeah.
come out. 3s come out. But the 2 and the 7, see how they don't have a pair? They stay in.
Yeah.
What is 2 times 7?
14.
Okay, so the simplified radical fraction is 3 square root of 14.
Yep.
All right, do you have a calculator handy?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want you to type in the square root of 126 in your calculator, please.
Okay.
And let's have you round to 1 decimal place.
Okay. Okay, I wrote it down.
Okay, I'm asking you to use your calculator, Sourish. You said you had a calculator. Square root of 126, round to 1 decimal place.
$11.22.
1 decimal place.
11.2.
Good. Now I want you to also type into your calculator this simplified radical fraction, 3 square root of 14. 3 square root of 14.
Okay. Okay. And simplify the square 3, the square root of 14. Okay. Yes, I know that. Okay.
Do you have an answer for me with the calculator?
42.
Nope. You're gonna put that on your calculator, Sarge. 3 square root 14.
Okay. $11.2.
Yes. Do you see how it's the same?
It's the same.
It's the same.
Okay.
All right. Let's look at number 4. Let me know when you're ready.
No,
Do you need a break?
no. We can now go.
Okay. You're yawning a lot. I know that's a sign that maybe you're a bit tired.
I'm not tired. I'm not tired.
Okay. All right. Square root of 108. Square root of 108. So we're going to start with 2. Does 2 go into 108?
2 go into 108. Yes.
Okay. What is 108 divided by 2?
54.
It's 54. So try 2 again. Does 2 go into 54?
2 go into 54. 2 go into 54. 27.
Okay. Does 2 go into 27?
2 go into 27. Does 2 go into 27? No.
It does not. How about 3? Does 3 work?
Um, no, it's close though.
3 does work. 3 times 9.
Okay.
Does 3 work for 9?
Yep, 3.
Okay. Now, do you have any pairs?
Any pairs?
Yes. Do you have any pairs?
The pairs that any pairs for that? Yep, I think it's gonna be 3 square root of 2 times 9.
Okay. You got to answer my question, Sarge. Do you have any pairs?
Yes, 2 3s and 2 2s.
That's right. So for each pair, you bring that number out. So what number are you going to bring out for the pair of 2s?
What number? I'm gonna bring out the 27.
You've got to answer my question, Suresh. Like you're very distracted right now, and you're not getting much out of today's lesson. So let's try to really focus here. With these 2 2s that I've circled, what do you bring out of the root?
You bring out just the 2s. You bring out the 2s.
You bring out a 2, a single 2. Okay. How about from the pair of 3s? What do you bring out?
Just a single 3.
Just a single 3. What is left over that remains inside?
3.
Okay, so 2 times 3 goes on the outside. What goes on the inside?
Oh my god. I don't know. Can I have some help?
No, you cannot because you're not paying attention to anything in the lesson. So we're gonna
I'm
take a
I'm paying attention. I
we're gonna
why am
take
I
we're
why,
gonna take a we're gonna take a 3-minute break. And if you're not able to answer my questions, then we can't have much of a lesson. So let's take a short break and we'll start back at 7:22. Okay.
all right.
Okay, Cyrus, are you ready to get back at it here?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so do you see how I have I'm showing some arrows here for out and the word out.
Uh-huh.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
And do you similarly see that I have also have an arrow here for the word in?
Okay.
What number is in?
3.
It's 3, yes. So when I ask you what goes under the square root or goes inside, I want you to say 3. Okay,
Okay.
so 2 times
Mm,
3 on the outside is 6 square root of 3. 2 times the 3 becomes 6 square root of 3. All right. Now I want you to grab your calculator and calculate the square root of 108 and round to 1 decimal place.
Okay.
Grab your calculator. Let me know what you come up with.
Okay. 10.3.
You're rounding to one decimal place. What's the number after the 3?
Number 4.
So here's what I just asked you, Sourish. I asked you for what is the number after the 3, and you said 4. It's not 4. What is the number that comes after the 3?
But I thought it's gonna be like number order.
So the way I can best help you, Sourish, is if you answer my questions, because I'm leading you to the right answer. I'm trying to get you to navigate to the right answer. And I'm just asking you to tell me what comes to the right of the 3 in the calculator.
It's a 9.
It's 9, exactly. And then you correctly said it rounds to 10.4.
But I just thought it was after number order, just like number. I don't know.
So when you round to one decimal place, you always have to go to the next one to see whether it rounds up or down.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's move on to number 5.
Wait. Okay.
Are you ready to move on to number 5?
Yeah.
Okay. Square root of 96. Does 2 go into 96?
2 goes to 96. I'm checking the calculator.
Good. That's great.
Yes, 48.
Okay. Does 2 go into 48?
2 going to 48. Yes, 24.
Okay. Does 2 go into 24?
This 2 going to 24. Yes, 12.
Okay. Does 2 go into 12?
2 going to 12. Yes, 6.
Okay. And then does 2 go into 6?
2 going to 6.
Yes.
Yes, 3.
Okay. There is at least one pair of 2s. Do you see that I've circled one pair of 2s?
Pair of 2s.
Yes. A pair means they're the same. Do you see that I've circled a pair of 2s?
Yes.
Okay, so a 2 comes out. Are there any more pairs of 2s?
Any more pairs of 2s? Any more pairs of 2s? Yes, down there.
There's absolutely another pair of 2s. You're correct.
Yep.
Okay. Are there any more pairs left?
No, there's just only
Okay.
1 2 down there, but there's no second one.
So what comes out of the square root?
It comes out of the square root.
Yes.
Okay. The thing that comes out of the square root that comes out of the square root. That is just still the same thing. That's still 3.
Okay, so this is where I feel like you've not been paying attention, because
I did pay
it's
attention.
right
I'm
it's
just
right here. I have an
thinking.
arrow. I have the word out. I have an arrow. I have the word out.
2 and 2.
Yes. Why
So
did you?
if
So
whenever it says out, then it's gonna be the 2.
it means it's coming out.
Oh,
There's no deception here. It's very direct. Okay.
okay.
What numbers stay
The numbers
inside
stay.
in or inside the square root?
2 and 3.
2 and 3, and they are multiplied. What does
4
this
and
be?
6.
4 square root of 6.
Yep.
Okay, now I want you to go to your calculator and calculate the square root of 96, and I want you to round it to 1 decimal place. Don't just read the first decimal place, round it. You have to go to 2 decimal places.
9.7. 9.79, aka 9.8.
Yes, there you go. Very good. All right, I want you to try number 6 on your own and ask me questions if you're not sure about how to proceed. So let me snip that in. We've done a bunch of examples, so if you've been writing them down, you should have no trouble here. I want you to reduce the square root of 72.
Okay.
How are you doing on this one, Sourish?
Good. Six square root of 9, and that the dsec is 18.
Okay, so I agree. There is a 6 on the outside, but it is not
I
9.
think it's gonna be 3.
Okay, so did you write 2 and 36?
Yes.
What did you write after this?
18 divided by 2.
2 and 18. The smaller numbers have to be on the left. What did you write next for 18?
What do you write next? 9.
2 and 9. Does anything go into 9?
Anything go into 9?
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, and yes, isn't there? And 2 doesn't go into 9, so it must be 3.
3 goes into 9. Tell me what do you see one pair here? And what is that pair if you see one?
Pair if you see 1.
Do you see a pair of numbers?
Yes, yes. The pair is just 2 and 2.
Okay, so you bring a 2 out.
Yep.
Do you see any other pairs?
No,
What
no,
about
they're
on
not. No.
what about on the bottom there? Is that a pair?
That's the inside pair.
No, if it's a pair, it comes out.
Okay, that is a pair. Okay.
3 comes out. The only number left over, 2, it stays inside. So what goes on the outside of the root?
Outside of the root.
Yes.
Okay. What goes to the outside of the root? 2, and 2 and 3 and 3.
What goes outside of the root? I just want a
2 and 3,
single.
2 and 3.
Okay, and they multiply to? What does that
6.
multiply to? 6. What is left over? What stays inside?
Inside, what stays inside is 2.
Very good. That's the SRF, the simplified radical form. All right, now I want you to go to your calculator and calculate the square root of 72, round to one decimal place. One decimal place.
Okay.
Don't just yell out the first thing you see. I want you to calculate it completely.
Okay. $8.5.
It is 8.5. Very good.
Yep.
All right, so let's have you try the last one here, number 7. All right, I'm going to give you a list of prime numbers here. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Okay. There is some number here that will work. So please try this on your own. Let me know if you have questions.
5 square root of 2.
Can you take a picture of your work and send it over so I can see what you've done?
What? Well, I'm not, well, I'm still working, so oh no, I know what my answer is.
All right.
Um,
What is your answer?
I figured it out. It's 5 square root of 2, and the DEC is
It is not the 5 square root of 2. So will you maybe do you have your phone handy to snap a quick picture? Sounded like a message might have come in. So can you send me a picture of your work for this one?
uh I don't know.
All right. Hey, is your dad around for some feedback for tonight?
Wait, we were done?
Well, you're not working on any of the problems, and you're not willing to send me any of your work. So
I'm
uh,
working.
I doubt it, Sourish. I don't think you've written anything down. So is your dad around to give some feedback?
Well, I'm working. I'm just writing down only the answers
Okay, then how does that help you if you want to know how to do the next problem I give you?
because there's no space for me to be writing out the problems.
You don't have any other paper that you can write with?
No, there's just only this.
Hey, is your dad around for some feedback?
Dad? It's not here.